It's another beautiful morning here at Camp Semper Canine. Let's head into the garden. This morning I am going to be self-pollinating a couple of my squash plants. I've had a few with that didn't get pollinated, a few fruit that I cut. So I need to do some more self-pollination. I don't think that I had any male flowers open the other day so that I could pollinate the female flowers, but real quick, I'll see if I can show you the differences. So this flower is a female flower. You can tell by the look of the inside here, but you can also tell because it is connected to a fruit. This plant, I don't see any male flowers on this plant, but over here on this plant there are two. One just fell off, so I will use this one to pollinate the female flowers, because I have three. No, that's a male flower over here. So real quick, this is the difference between male and female. See how this one is connected to just the stem? This is a male flower, and this one that's connected to the fruit is female. So I'm just gonna have to keep my eye on this every morning and make sure that I'm self-pollinating my plants. So while we're already here looking at this bed, I figured let's just do a bed tour this morning. Here I have 4 squash plants that I'm growing vertically. You can see how I have this one connected here. And I've watched several videos on this, so they should grow vertically. This is a gray zucchini. You can see the fruit has kind of a light green with speckle. I've never grown gray zucchini before. This is a gray zucchini as well. See the fruit here. And these two are golden zucchini. And I mean, that's pretty easy to see. I've never, to my knowledge, tried golden zucchini, so I'm not sure if it tastes similar to yellow squash. Like, I have no clue, so I'm curious to try that. Along with weeds that I did weed some yesterday, and I need to finish the weeding today. We have a chamomile, 2 cantaloupe. These are ambrosia cantaloupe. I have a couple of okra spread throughout, which makes it hard for weeding, but there's one here too. I've got to get these weeds out. There should be another okra popping up somewhere around here. Here's an nasturtium, and of course some marigolds that you can see. And then these are our strawberries. So we have several strawberry plants here. I think there's 8. I haven't looked at the berries in a couple of days. The kids have kind of been eyeballing them. Some of them are starting to rot. But I think we counted about 50 or 60 berries that were coming out here on these established plants from last year. And even our new plants, which are Ozark berries, Ozark strawberries. I have 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. They're doing really well too. So let's try to pollinate. I will try to do a video of me pollinating, but we'll see how it works out. So again, this is what the male flower looks like on the inside, and this is the female. We do have bees and we have other pollinators, but if you're able to self-pollinate and do this by hand, then it's always a good idea to try. So that way you know for sure. So I'm going to, it's hard to do this one-handed, just kind of rub this around on the inside of the female plant. And essentially, that's what you do. You can do it with a paintbrush, like if your blossom, fortunately for me, this one just happened to fall off. So you could do this with a paintbrush or a cotton swab. You may have seen in my hand earlier, I had a tampon because that was just all that I had on hand at the moment. It's really hard for me to get my hands on a paintbrush sometimes because the kids just take them over. So I don't even know that I have any clean paintbrushes, but you could use a cotton ball or some other kind of cotton swab, or like I just did, you could easily do that as well. So essentially that is how you hand pollinate squash. If you're able to do it, I mean, once these start taking off and get established, and the flowers are blooming at the same time, meaning the male flower is blooming at the same time as the female flower. And there's a reason why these male flowers are on separate types of stems, so they can easily get to the female flower. But once these start producing later in the season, you shouldn't have a problem with it. I typically have only done this one other time, and you normally only have to do it early in the season. But like I said, we have bees. They should be pollinating, but I'm not sure that I haven't seen any over here, specifically on my squash plants. So I'm just being extra precautious because I've already pulled off 3 fruit that didn't get pollinated. If I can find a photo of one of them that I pulled off, I will try to add it here. But anyway, so here we are for Monday morning, first Monday in June, first day in June. This garden is really going to change by the end of this month. There's going to be a huge difference. I'm really excited to share it with all of you. And I will do another video in the morning. Have a great day, y'all.